What's up, good people and Eagle fans? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. It's amazing how fast things change. Earlier today, it was actually yesterday. Yesterday, I think it was 68 degrees. It is literally November 20th, okay? 68 degrees in VA is not normal this time of year. It's November. You're supposed to be cold, okay? You're supposed to be having frozen ground and stuff. And that's not the case. And then today, it was raining yesterday afternoon, and then it rained some today too. In fact, while I was cooking dinner outside, it started raining like crazy. And then it stopped, and then all of a sudden this wind started coming through. And I swear I could literally feel the temperature drop about 15 degrees. It's kind of windy outside now, and it's probably about 30 degrees. So literally about a 30-degree drop in temperature, maybe a little more before the night's over, in less than 24 hours. It's kind of crazy. And they've got an atmospheric river that's hitting California right now that is literally dumping tons and tons of water, and they're like microbursts of water that's literally going to be flooding like crazy. And it's strange because we have literally had one of the driest years this past year. It was so dry. How dry was it? It was so dry that in all the national parks around here, they wouldn't let you go fishing because they said the water was so low, the oxygen level was so low that, catching and releasing the fish, it would just stress them out more. So they literally wouldn't let you go fishing in parts of the summer. So it's just kind of strange. But the funny thing is how quickly the weather can change. I mean, it can be really, really quick. 65, 70 degrees yesterday, 30 degrees today. And such is true in football. It's kind of crazy that you see the Cowboys being a 12-win team 3 years in a row, now being literally one of the worst teams in football, if not the worst at the moment. And the thing is, the Cowboys control their destiny on how bad they will end up this year, because they play two teams that are on that list that currently are in better draft position than they are. And that would be the New York Giants on Thanksgiving that will be playing Tommy DeVito, and the Carolina Panthers. You lose those games, you're moving way up in the draft. I don't know. Is it me or is it crazy that this season has been as bad as it's been? Literally, what Stephen A. Smith has said, what can go wrong will go wrong for the Cowboys. And you have to agree, I don't know what else could go wrong for the Cowboys. Literally, everything that they needed to go right blew up in their face. The fact that you never got Deron Bland on the field this year, that you lost your quarterback to a hamstring issue. Brandon Cooks gets an infection from a procedure with his knee, and he hasn't played all season. Your draft picks have been not what you hoped they would be. In fact, you can look at it and say the Cowboys drafts the last couple of years have done very little to help the team, between the players just not being able to play or being injured. It's just crazy how bad it's been. The speculation of all the coaches and everything else on who's going to be here and so on. In reality, I don't know where this team goes. I absolutely hate where we are right now. I can't stand listening to everybody who is literally laughing at it. It's so bad. We are the ones who is an Eagle fan, literally is trying to cheer me up. Because so many people have trolled me, told me how bad we are, and suck it, this is just deserved for you and everything else, that hate the Cowboys. There's a few out there that say, don't worry, buddy, we know what it's like. We've been through what you're going through. And it'll get better. I hope it gets better, but I think it's going to take some time. And if the Cowboys, they can't draft their way out of this. They just can't. We have too many holes to plug. And everybody has the panacea of, we just need a new quarterback. Let's just start over. And maybe, I don't know. At some point you got to look at this and say, Dak's body is breaking down. And here's where I'm going to say something that might be crazy. I was saying this to Dan Saleo. They're like, well, if you get Sador Sanders, you got to work out something to get rid of Dak. Well, I think what you do, the Cowboys already had the highest quarterback payout, at least before Dak Prescott's contract, between his contract and what you're paying Trey Lance and things. So we've already been paying a whole lot of money for quarterback. And your first round picks, the first few years, until you get to that 5th-year option, are relatively cheap. Now, I'm not necessarily recommending that this is what the Cowboys could do, but if you honestly believe that Deion Sanders and his son is what they want to do, maybe you bring in Sador and you keep Dak for one more year. And that way you don't have the pressure of him having to be the guy first year. Kind of like what happened with Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love. That they get an opportunity to not, have to go in there right now and get ruined. I think part of the problem with a lot of quarterbacks right now is they're thrown out there too soon before they're ready, and they drown. So if you end up having Dak, okay, you've already got $21 million that's going to roll over to next year with the 20 that you have right now currently. You got triggers in Dak Prescott's contract and CeeDee Lamb's that you can get more money. Mike Fisher's talked about how the Cowboys could get $100 million. Well, they could. We've talked about that many years, that how they could get a whole lot of cap money by throwing it down the road. But, forgive me, but the Cowboys aren't one to want to spend that money on players. And when they do spend, they wait too damn long and they spend more on guys that they shouldn't. So is it conceivable? Yeah, it is. Would they do it? I have no idea. In the end, if the Cowboys continue to do what they've been doing, which is Jerry and Stephen Jones are the ones making all the decisions in the football world, it doesn't matter what they do. I finally come to the conclusion that we just can't win with Jerry and Stephen Jones in charge until they get true football people here to take care of these contracts and negotiations and to put people in positions to win. We're not. I hope that this season is bad enough that forces the Cowboys to realize we're at rock bottom and we don't know what the hell we're doing. And I made a mistake 30 years ago in getting rid of Jimmy Johnson and thinking that I could do it, because I can't. Yeah. All right, good people. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired, I'm beat up, and I feel defeated. And I'm going to go to my safe space, which is under the covers with my wonderful wife. And as always, I appreciate you guys. And remember, tell the people you love how much you love them. You might not get the chance again, and I love you guys. God willing, we'll all see each other tomorrow. Peace.